Hello, everyone. Jeez, this is a scene out here in right center field. But good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to High Top Sports Network, our presentation of WPIAL non-conference varsity softball, Freeport versus Armstrong. We just are underway. Sydney Selker with the first pitch. My name is Josh Reckengoss. Thanks for tuning in today. It's extremely windy, so if you hear me grunt or you hear something smash or crash, that's why. Second pitch in there to Emma Smerick, fouled away. And we're working with some limited resources out here at Freeport. It's hard to get power, it's hard to get internet, but we're up and running here, so I hope you folks enjoy this afternoon's game. Two great teams in this area. Ball low there from Selker. Want to give a special shout out to my man Wayne Greiser, one of the Freeport assistant coaches. Helped me get enough extension cord. I had two long ones. I had 150 feet, but the power is 200 feet behind the Freeport dugout. All right, folks, sorry for that momentary delay. It seems like someone stepped on an extension cord and kicked the power off. So that was fun. Good way to start the afternoon on an extremely windy day here at Freeport Community Park. You're watching High Top Sports Network on this Steffi's Country Catering game day. My name is Josh Reckengost, and a deep bomb just as we come back on the air and out of here. Jenna Clontz. Big shot right there to the opposite field off of Sydney Selker. And the Riverhawks jump out in front here in the first inning. And this is a pretty small park, I got to tell you. I think it's even smaller than Armstrong's park. And Armstrong at least has a very high fence around it. But Clontz, and the wind's blowing in too, but Clontz rocked that ball and got it out of here to open the scoring. Riverhawks take the lead. And that ball fouled away by Jesse Pugh. So 3-0 Armstrong here, one out in the first inning. A long home run there by Clontz to get it started. And right now, Selker working against Armstrong first baseman Jesse Pugh. Good changeup there by Selker. Pugh way out in front. 0-2 the count now. Selker. Oh, excuse me. That was strike three. Apologies. Still a little discombobulated there from getting bumped off of power and everything going down. But as soon as we came back on, Jenna Clontz, 3-run home run. And 2 away now. Selker's first pitch over Reese Selker, her younger sister, back behind the plate there as catcher. So ball one here to Shelby Cloak, the Riverhawks third baseman today. And Selker fires That is in there for a strike. So make the count 1-1. And as I said, a pretty windy day up here. Armstrong assistant coach, that one's lifted into right field, and it gets past the right fielder, so Cloak's going to have extra bases. She rounds first, headed into second. Oh, she's going 3. Cloak looking for a triple throw, and Cloak slides in safely. So a triple as that ball. Well, folks, sometimes you're at the mercy of your surroundings. The power once again kicked off. Not much more to say. Just you're at the mercy of your surroundings, especially when you're outdoors and you don't have dedicated resources like your own power source, etc. But, we're back. That's good. Madison Baker on the hill for the Armstrong Riverhawks. Bottom of the first here. 3-run home run by Jenna Clontz in the top of the first inning is the reason we have a 3-0 score. Clontz with a opposite field home run off of Sydney Selker to open the scoring. 2 down now for Freeport here. At the plate is DeGitis. That one popped out into center field. Cassidy Adams under it, and she squeezes it for the 3rd out of the inning. So a good start there by Madison Baker for the Riverhawks. We coming up in the bottom of the top of the 2nd inning here. So used to being at Armstrong and always thinking of them as the home team, but they are the visitors today here at Community Park in Freeport. My name is Josh Reckengast. Thanks to Steffi's Country Catering. Oh, excuse me, that was the 2nd out of the inning. My game changer is all whacked out here, so not 100% sure what is going on. It says only 1 out, and it says Sydney Selker's at bat, so forgive me. Being kicked off the stream twice here because of power issues. I'm all over the place, but once the game changer gets caught up and once I can get my bearings here on the inning. Yes, indeed, they just put the power on the scoreboard, so maybe that was the issue that caused our stream to drop here. It's possible because the scoreboard wasn't on until just now. That one popped up by Selker on the infield. Baker under it, and she grabs it. That is out number 2. So, yes, the scoreboard is on out here right beside me. Well, a little closer, more toward left center field. I'm kind of just right of the second base bag, as you can see by the further drawn out camera view. Swing and a miss right there to start this at bat. Lovely bulldog walking behind me. He's a very stout fellow. Baker misses right there. This is Amy Heasley for the Yellowjackets. So fingers crossed, folks. Hopefully we're out of the woods with any more glitches. Swing and a miss again. Baker gets that one past Heasley. And I want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors here, and I'll be doing that throughout the broadcast. And strike, ooh, that was right off the plate. I thought that was strike 3, but the umpire did not agree with my assessment. But we'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, Sprankles Neighborhood Markets, downtown Katanning on Jefferson Street. Remember, you can still get in there. Today is the day for some sushi madness. And Baker gets Heasley. So the Riverhawks are now out of the inning. And we'll be heading to the top of the second here shortly. Christy Jack, my fine friend over here, just scared the crap out of me.
Hello there, people.
Christy saying hi. The venerable Freeport photographer. We love Christy. She helps us out a lot with the sports section of the Leader Times. Awesome, awesome. Always great stuff, especially when you snipe me from across the arena at the Belmont.
And I'll get you today again.
Nice. Well, hopefully you get me when the power's on, because it's been kicked off twice here so far, so keep your fingers crossed. Yeah, you had the right idea with the North Face jacket all bundled up. I'm an idiot with just a hoodie and jeans on. I didn't expect it to be constant wind here, but I should have. I've been here before. Christy going to get me a blanket. I actually asked for one on the air yesterday at Armstrong, so maybe Christy heard me and brought an extra today. So the Riverhawks get 3 in the top of the first, courtesy of the Klontz bomb. And Selker out to work for inning number 2. First pitch by Selker, a little bit low right there. Wind blowing straight in here at Community Park. And it's funny, I think the first time, I was just thinking about this, the first time we got kicked off the air, I believe I was talking about Wayne Greiser getting me a couple of extra extension cords from the Little League shed, and then the power went out. But I definitely want to thank Wayne. He's a great guy. He's been on the network to help us commentate several times. Now an assistant coach here for the Freeport varsity team under first-year manager Ron DeGitis. So this is Jordan Klingensmith at the plate. Swing and a miss. So Selker gets Klingensmith for the first out of the inning. Right now, Selker working against the bottom of the Armstrong order. This is Baker, her mound counterpart, at the plate for her first at bat. Top of the second inning here, 3-0 Armstrong. You're watching High Top Sports Network on the Steffi's Country Catering Game Day. Remember to check out Terry Steffi on Facebook for those Sunday takeout specials. Of course, spring is here, although you couldn't tell by the weather. Oh boy. There goes the batting angle camera, but we got it. Caught it in time. And that ball low and inside to Baker. But as I was saying, you can check out Steffi's Country Catering for your graduation party, family reunion, wedding, whatever the event here in the spring and summertime. Terry will take care of you. Just search at Terry Steffi on Facebook, and you can put your orders in there. That ball skips in for ball 4, so Baker down to first base with a walk. She will exit for a pinch runner here, I believe. Indeed. And top of the order now, Emma Smerick up to the plate, 0 for 1. First pitch to Smerick, grounded up the middle, fielded and stepping on second base right there for the force out. So that will take care of the first out of the inning. Yellowjackets fielding that ground ball, just kind of hopping over there and stepping on second base herself for the first out. Good pitch by Selker there to not allow a lot of contact from Smerick. It was kind of a weak ground ball, off and running. Was Smerick. Oh, off the roof over there of the little gazebo type thing. I guess it's like a picnic area. Some tables over there, some chairs. So foul ball out of play by Paul. Emma Paul at the plate, walked her first time up. And the pitch by Selker. Paul skies it on the infield, but it's going to drift back behind the backstop and out of play, land just to the right of the Armstrong dugout there. And Paul grounds it left side, but that's foul. Through the legs of her dad, Jamie, over there, coaching third base. So 0-2 pitch here from Selker to Paul. Little changeup. Smerick off and running. She is in easily. Picked a good pitch to run on right there, did Smerick. Little off-speed pitch by Selker for a ball. Paul took it, and now Smerick is in scoring position for the Riverhawks. One-two pitch here into Paul. That's high and outside. Armstrong took care of Knock earlier this week. At home, 11-1. 10-run rule victory over in the 5th inning. Paul reaches out, skies it towards right field. And coming in is Rizak. And she makes the catch for out number 3. So that'll do it for the Riverhawks in the top half of the 2nd inning on this Steffi's Country Catering game day. Thanks to Terry. Thanks also to Sprankle's Neighborhood Market. Great stuff going on at Sprankle's as always. Of course, you hashtag save on meat every time you go in there. Unless you want to get one of their other many wonderful delicacies. Burritos by Scott. Those are awesome. I got a couple of those the other day. Of course, Sushi Madness today and every Wednesday. $5 rolls at Sprankle's. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm sure you can hear it through your headphones. Oh, boy. And with this wind, oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, no. I can't catch a break in March, I tell you. Every single game in March is, oh, that throw. I'm sure you saw it on the wide camera angle there. The throw from behind the plate from Atherton to second base after the warm-ups just did basically a 90-degree hook because of that wind. And with it, I see some snowflakes. Boy, this is awesome. Great softball weather in Western PA. Now this camera got blown off. We'll get that back. My goodness, I don't know how any of these girls are out here in short sleeves like Baker is. She's the only one. Cass Adams has the right idea with the hoodie out there over the uniform. So leadoff batter here is Reese Selker. Lays off that pitch upstairs. And I got to tell you, this is just appropriate. The last time these two teams played was at the beginning of last season, and the weather was less than stellar, let's say. I've mentioned it a couple times on the air. We lost some equipment because of the rain and the snow and the sleet. Nearly got electrocuted. You know, good times out here on the diamond, and we're getting a little bit of the same. That was at Armstrong last year. Now, up here at Freeport this year. Is it too much to ask for some sunshine? And strike three right there by Baker. She is working well. Got Reese Selker looking. So a nice strikeout by Madison Baker. Infield coming in a little bit here. First pitch by Baker upstairs. This is Rezak at the plate. Baker in there for a strike on the corner. Nice pitch. And Baker fires again, swing and a miss. Got some good velocity going on that rise pitch. Does Baker. Look down at her finger right there. Sometimes it's like with every pitcher, baseball or softball. You can wear in those calluses, but sometimes they break open. But my goodness, blowing it right past Rezak for the second strikeout of the inning. Madison Baker cruising along here in the early going. So 2 down for the Jackets. Coming up right now is Clark for Freeport. Swing and a miss, and Baker just rolling right now. Getting a lot of pitches with no contact. Armstrong outfield playing way in for Clark. Lauren Clark at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one a little bit high, maybe out of the strike zone, but Baker just throwing heat right now. No need for the off-speed pitch. As my old man would say, throw it until they hit it. That one just off the plate. Atherton tried to frame it, but a 1-2 count now here on Lauren Clark. Baker, that one popped to the right side. It's going to get out of play. And that pitch low by Baker. Swing and a miss. So Baker strikes out the side in the second inning. Throwing some gas at the Yellowjackets hitters. Good inning right there by Madison Baker. And that'll bring us to the top of the third here at Freeport Community Park on this blustery March 29th. Armstrong assistant coach Mike Klontz saw me when I got here and was bringing my equipment over to get set up. And he said, Shrek, the wind didn't start blowing until you got here. So apparently it's my fault. Mike, one of the new assistants on the Armstrong coaching staff. under first-year manager Keith Schaefer. So Zelker beginning work here in the top of the third. I believe that is Bella Atherton at the plate. Senior and Gannon commit. She'll be playing for the Golden Knights next season. And Selker gets her to foul it off. Back and out of play to the right side. Several of these Armstrong girls going to Gannon. Jenna Clance, another one. Selker fires, swing and a miss. Got Atherton right there on a pitch that really had some movement. Started out, looked like it was over the plate and just kept fading out to the right, and Atherton just waved at it, strike three. So first out of the inning via the K for Sydney Selker. Selker, that one right at the knees, but called a ball. Jenna Clance at the plate, obviously called her name a couple times already in reference to that 3-run homer in the top of the first inning. And that is where we stand at 3-0. Armstrong on top, that ball low and inside from Selker. Sister Reese did a nice job snagging that one. And Selker delivers. Good pitch right there. Caught the corner. Took a little something off it. Had some drop to it. And caught the corner. Good pitch to Clance right there. She was definitely looking for something else. And Selker, ooh, got a strike right there. Boy, that is the definition of at the knees. Oh, no. Here comes the wind again. Oh, boy. And swing and a miss. So Selker gets Clance the second time around. Stayed low on Clance there. You know, she made the mistake, kind of got upstairs and out over the plate in that first at bat, and Clance did miss. So Selker staying low in that at bat, and it worked out for her as she is able to get Clance for her second strikeout of the inning. Nice pitch by Selker. Jessie Pugh now at the plate. And Selker starts her out low. Pretty good idea against the middle of this Armstrong order not to get the ball up. There's obviously Selker and other pitchers that have gone against this Riverhawks offense have found out the hard way that, you know, you make a mistake up in the strike zone, they're not going to miss. Especially Clance and Pugh, the two big sticks for the Riverhawks there at 4 and 5 in the order. Combined 7 RBI against the Knock Knights for Pugh and Clance. And that ball, I think Selker got that call earlier against Clance, but not against Pugh right there, so ball low. 2 away here, top of the third. Ball in the dirt, that'll make it 2-1 on Jessie Pugh. Excuse me, 3-1, apologies. So the 3-1 pitch, Pugh waits on it, outside and to the backstop. So Pugh will walk. 2-out walk given up by Selker. And Shelby Cloak will stride to the plate for the Riverhawks here. 2 down in the third with Pugh on first base. Man. I'm just laughing to myself, folks. The wind has just intensified to an unsafe level here for my equipment. That one fouled out of play by Cloak. And you know what? I actually thought of something. I have a jacket in the car. Normally I don't, but maybe I thought ahead a little bit today and prepared. I definitely have a nice Columbia fleece over there in my car, and it's pretty close. I'm just afraid to walk away from this equipment. I might have to do that between innings. You're going to have to bear with me. Oh, that one must have got a piece of it. It went off of Selker's mask. And strike right there. So the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Great changeup by Selker. And she gets another strikeout. So Selker, after giving up the 3-run bomb to Klontz in the first, has settled down nicely. And we're going to be going to the bottom of the third inning. I'm going to put this camera on the ground for a split second. And I'm going to run to my car and get a much-needed jacket. I will be back for the bottom of the third. You're watching High Top Sports Network. Thanks to Terry Steffi and Steffi's Country Catering for being today's official broadcast partner. Wow, that was a quick inning. I mean, I made my way around, got my coat, came back, put the camera up, and by the time I did all that, Madison Baker had cruised through another half inning. So Baker having herself a nice start here against the Yellowjackets, keeping them scoreless through 3. We're going to head to the top half here of the 4th inning. I'm a little out of breath here at a kind of a run. I thought my car was a little closer than it actually was. You'll get this. So just trying to catch my breath a little bit, and as are the Yellowjackets trying to catch up to Madison Baker. She has pitched extremely well so far. Cassidy Adams going to lead it off here for the Armstrong Riverhawks in the top half of the 4th inning on this Steffi's Country Catering game day. Thanks to all of our wonderful sponsors here for our coverage of Armstrong softball. First pitch from Selker to Adams, grounded to DeJita. She fields it and fires. So quickly one away for the Riverhawks. Good play there by DeJitis. Nice pitch by Selker to get Adams to hit it on the ground hard. Adams with good speed, and I think DeJitis knew that, got rid of it quickly to get it across the diamond for the first out. First pitch, tried to bunt right there. Selker inducing the ground ball to second, tossed over. And the second out of the inning is recorded. The ground out by Klingensmith there. So Selker trying to match Baker right now with these quick innings. I'll tell you what, I really needed to go get that jacket. I should have just put it on at the beginning of the game, but it's been very helpful. Not sure why the batter cam went down right there, but hey, it's par for the course today. And we're back up. Selker fires to Baker, just off the plate. These two pitchers doing battle. And a walk given up by Selker to Baker here with 2 down. Emma Smerrick at the plate now for the Riverhawks. Selker deals. That one high and inside. And heading down to second base without a throw will be Abby Bauer, who came in to pinch run. Smerrick over 2 on the afternoon against Selker. And Bauer on the move again. Selker fires down, but can't get her. So a 3-1 count here for Smerrick. Maybe a chance to add an insurance run here for the Riverhawks. And hit toward the left side. DeGitis takes it on one hop. Barely gets the speedy Smerrick and saves a run right there. Good play by DeGitis. Good arm to get it across. You know, Smerrick, one of the fastest players in the WPIAL, but DeGitis able to gun it across the diamond and get Smerrick by a half a step. So that's going to bring us to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Riverhawks still on top, 3-0, holding that 3-0 lead, courtesy of the Jenna Clontz home run in the first. And Baker has been excellent on the hill for the Riverhawks. Take a look at the box score really quickly here as she warms up. Baker so far, 3 innings pitched, has not allowed a hit. Didn't realize that, so I probably jinxed it. No runs, obviously, none earned. No walks, and 5 strikeouts for Madison Baker. So Baker really establishing herself in a couple of starts this year for the Riverhawks. This team suffered a defeat in the opening game of the season at Hempfield. Didn't like how they played. So obviously have bounced back in a big way since that season opening loss. You know, an 8-1 win over Indiana, and then an 11-1 win over Knock. Now they're up 3-0 on the Yellowjackets, looking for win number 3 on the year. Just taking a quick look through the stats. Excuse me. And get these pitching stats here, and I wanted to see what Baker's done so far this year. And that ball hit deep and off of the left field fence. So the first hit of the game, I did jinx it, sorry Madison, is delivered by the Yellowjackets. As I was looking up the stats, able to get a piece of it. Abby DeGitis off the, well, 2-hopped off the left field fence, got over Clontz's head, so I don't know if she hurt herself trying to come around first, but she's kind of running up and down the right field line, trying to stretch something out maybe. It is cold, as I've mentioned. And, oh, it was actually, yeah, that was DeGitis. Yeah, she's, she's kind of stretching it out, you know, maybe a tight calf, a tight hamstring, something like that. Those always tend to creep up on you in the colder weather. So right now, Selker, Sydney that is, coming to the plate. First pitch by Baker upstairs. DeGitis out to a good lead, so doesn't look like whatever maybe had been bothering her a couple seconds ago seems to have dissipated. Baker versus Selker right here. That one just missed, a little bit high. Good pitch by Baker, but even better eye by Selker to lay off there. And that ball popped out of play right side by Selker. It's going to drop over the fence. And Selker rips it to center field, but right at Adams. Adams had that played perfectly. That was a good swing there by Selker. She really stung that, but Adams right there in center field, right into the glove, only had to take a couple of steps. And she was able to grab that line drive. Pitch there by Baker. Bunt shown, but outside for a ball. Oh, the Bulldog is running. I love it. Beautiful Bulldog behind me. He's great. And that bunt slapped off the fence in front of the Armstrong dugout. So we are in the bottom of the fourth inning here at Freeport. And a swing and a miss. This is Heasley at the plate. And fouled out of play on the left side by Heasley, staying alive. And miss right there by Baker. And that one's smoked by Heasley. It's over the head of Clontz. DeJitis heading to third. Let's see if they send her. Here comes the throw from Clontz. In. And Baker, oh no, they're a little bit late. So a run on the board and all the way around to third is Heasley. Baker cut that ball off, and DeJitis had already crossed the plate. Baker tossed it back toward Atherton, and Heasley never stopped. So a big hit there to get Freeport on the board for the first time this afternoon. Excuse me, swing and miss right there by Reese Selker. Selker trying to get her team to within one here, maybe with a base hit. Swing and a miss by Selker right there. Good pitch by Baker. Baker trying to get out of this inning and leave a runner at third if possible. And that miss low by Baker right there to Selker. Definitely some snowflakes here. It's just unreal. You know, February, that ball popped up by Selker to the left side. Both Clontz and Paul giving chase, but it lands on the other side of the fence. And what I was saying was, you would think by the weather that we had in February that, hey, we're going to have snow anymore, but see some flakes here. So full count here to Reese Selker. Fouled away, so a good at bat here by Selker. She and Baker are having a battle. Oh boy. Sure you can hear that coming through the headset. And that pitch just off the plate, so Selker in a battle with Baker in that at bat draws a 2-out walk. So now Freeport runners on first and third. And they got on the board here courtesy of Amy Heasley's RBI triple. And looks like first-year head coach Ron DeGitis might be making a pinch hitting move. Or no, pinch runner move maybe. Oh, that's the flex rule. It takes me a while to catch up, folks. But the pitcher and catcher in high school softball can both come out. 4 pinch runners if they make it on base. So that's what Coach DeGitis, I believe, was telling the home plate umpire, who was going to run for Reese Selker after that great at bat, drawing a walk. Well, whoever was pinch running didn't know until just now. And back underway here, Baker working against Rezak. Swing and a miss, and there's a steal, but right back. Smart play there by Atherton. She knew what they were trying to do. This is Klepper in the game. 2 pinch run for Reese Selker. Atherton knew not to throw down there with Heasley on third. Bunt attempt popped up. Here's Jessie Pugh. Will she make the catch? She does not, and Pugh down. She dove, and I don't know if she made contact with the backstop, but definitely she gave everything she had to get that ball right in front of the Freeport dugout. She went down hard. She really gave everything, but it was right next to that, the far pole of the backstop, and I'm not sure when she dove if she made contact with that or not, but hopefully Jessie Pugh is okay. You hate to see that, but what a hustle play by Jessie Pugh, unable to come up with that bunt pop foul, and just indicative of her effort all the time. Really, literally sacrificing her body to try and help the team. Pugh being helped up by Keith Schaefer, and they're kind of massaging her collarbone, and that would have been right around where that pole was or is. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. This is terrible. Folks, oh, boy. Unbelievable. I don't have enough hands here, I gotta tell you. There goes my keyboard. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Well, we're getting back to action here, and give me a second, maybe, to try and get this all together here, all the stuff that just blew down. Just sometimes all you can do is laugh. It's the best medicine. Nothing I can do about the wind, so why worry about it? Just trying to save the stuff that made moves on me here. Oh. All right. I think we're sorted. Back to the action. So Pugh out of the game now with that injury. Hopefully everything okay with Jesse Pugh. Obviously an integral part of this Riverhawks team. Oh, man. I really need to just have this stuff cemented down. I don't think it would dry that quickly, but you never know. With the wind, could help. So Baker trying to work out of this. In the game now for Jesse Pugh is Abby Bauer. Taking her place. Trust me, it's not the ninth inning. I know. It's just my monitor blew over, my keyboard blew over as I was trying to catch the camera, and the Riverhawks get out of it. So we're going to head to the top of the fifth inning here shortly as I try and clean up my drink that blew over. There, that's better. So thanks to excuse me, Sprankle's Neighborhood Market for being our scoreboard sponsor today. Remember, go to Sprankle's too. #SaveOnMeat. Of course, get the sushi. I like the spicy tuna. Also, Sprankle's in Katanning. Carrie's Burritos by Scott. They were all, I think every location does. Saxonburg and Leechburg as well. They're fantastic, really authentic tasting burritos. And there's other stuff too, not just burritos. Brings in tacos and some other Mexican food. It's really good. Highly recommended by the High Top Sports Network team. Boy, these throws coming from behind the plate after warm-ups. I feel bad for the catchers because you're throwing into a literal gust of wind, continually gusting wind. And that throw from behind the plate from Reese Selker never even made it to second base. I mean, that tells you how strong the wind is. Come back here. Sure what's going on here with my screen. All kinds of crazy stuff going on. What's that, hot chocolate? Thanks. You see my drink just blew over. Thank you, Christy Jack, bringing me a hot chocolate. Much appreciated. I don't know how to get out of this screen. There we go. Yay. So we are in the top of the 5th now. Selker with a full count here to Emma Paul. 3-1 Riverhawks. Yellowjackets got on the board in the bottom of the 4th. Paul draws a leadoff walk. And that will bring up catcher Bella Atherton for the Riverhawks. Atherton just serves one into right field. That's going to get down, but just foul outside the line. Boy, that would have been perfectly placed for Atherton and the Riverhawks, but it just dropped outside the chalk. So Atherton back to the plate after the foul ball. And Paul easily down to second with a stolen base. And turned on it through the hole. Nice at bat, nice swing right there. My Atherton, base knock. She's going to take second on the throw back into the infield. Gordley didn't throw to the cutoff. She actually overthrew DeGitis right there, and the ball kind of bounced back to Selker, and heads up play there by Atherton to advance to second base on that throw back into the infield. She had kind of never gone back to first, kind of went halfway and watched, and advanced to third base there. Smart play by Atherton. And that's going to bring up Jenna Clance, who has accounted for all of the Armstrong offense today with that 3-run homer. But now a chance to tack on a couple of insurance runs with Emma Paul at third and Atherton at second, now Olivia Yancey into pinch run at second. Clance, big swing right there, fouls it back. Selker fires to Clance, keeps it low. That's what she did in the second at bat. A lot of low fastballs and kind of off-speed pitches right around the knees and lower, and was able to get Clance on a strikeout last time up. Fastball out off the plate there from Selker. And in there, fooled Clance bad right there with that pitch. Off speed inside. Clance was looking out over the plate for a fastball in that 3-1 count. And Selker, that's just a pitcher's pitch right there on a 3-1 count. Took something off it, put it inside, and Clance was waving at it right over top. So now a full count here on Jenna Clance. Selker trying to keep the Riverhawks at bay right now. Clance again, deep right field. That one, if it stays fair, it's off the bottom of the fence, and the Riverhawks are going to get two. Clance cruises into second with a 2-run double. Oh, no. Yancey, she stopped at third. I'm like, that's an easy score. She stopped at third base, and then the ball got back to the infield, and she decided to go. So Clance does end up with the 2 RBI double right there. It hit the very base of the fence, right down the right field line. Her first home run was a bomb to right center, and that one off the base of the fence right down the right field line shows you the opposite field power of Jenna Clance. So she accounts for all 5 RBIs so far for Armstrong, now up 5-1, answering the run that Freeport scored in the bottom of the 4th. Oh boy. trying to turn my mic so we're not hearing all that wind, but it keeps kind of changing on me. That ball upstairs to Abby Bauer, who came into the game for Jessie Pugh. Pugh diving head first for a pop foul bunt, and it took her a while to get back up. Not sure if she contacted the backstop or just kind of jammed her shoulder, because sometimes when you dive with your glove out like that, you come down and you kind of jam yourself. So hopefully everything okay with Jessie Pugh, maybe just taken out as a precaution today, because the Riverhawks are certainly going to need her if they are to make a return trip to Penn State this year, which certainly is the goal. They want to come back with gold instead of silver, as they've done with the last two teams that have gone there the past 2 years. Just took a look over to the Armstrong side there. I see Cam Sprankle warming up, so maybe getting a little work on this cold day will be Sprankle. So far, Baker has been good. Only one run allowed. That came last inning on an RBI triple by Amy Heasley. Selker rocks and fires on the corner, able to get Bauer looking. That's a backwards K. And first pitch here fouled back. Of course, our Backwards K sponsor today, Sprankle's Neighborhood Market. I have forgotten to mention that I am in the quote-unquote Armstrong Indoor Athletics broadcast booth, even though it's out here in right center field in the open air. But Armstrong Indoor Athletics, you got to check them out. They're getting ready to run, well, it'll be this summer, but they've already started registration for the 4th annual baseball championship camp. It's really an informative camp, a lot of great instruction, a lot of great coaching. Really can help, the younger players. And that will be running from June 12th through June 16th. That ball skied right toward me, but it's not going to get out. In center field, they're called off. Good play, but to call it off in center. And that ball bounces away, but a nice play by Heasley out here in center field to call off her right fielder. So that'll be 2 down now for the Riverhawks. Clontz will advance to third base on the sac fly. That brings up center fielder Cassidy Adams for Armstrong. And that ball, Rizak coming in, and she can't handle it, but it lands foul. Jaden Rizak, long run there, is trying to get to that ball and ends up tipping off her glove, but dropping foul, so Klontz unable to advance on that foul pop to the right side. Going to send us to the bottom of the 5th inning here on this Steffi's Country Catering absolute decadent event. Say a graduation party or a wedding. Reunion offense at bay. Off. 2-1 the count now. Sprankle working to her first batter here in the 5th inning.